I have nothing better to do. Like, I really don't. I mean, I do, but shit, it's just menial shit. Like, I don't know. It's like I got on Facebook and it's like there's a lot of things that could definitely be directed towards me that could be making fun of me. And that's the way that it always is. It's like anything that, if I sit quietly, then things kind of get quiet. And, but then it don't stay quiet long. It don't seem like. And what I mean by quiet is it don't seem like nothing can relate to me for at least a little while, like a decent, few weeks or something. But then all of a sudden it'll start back up again. And then it starts back up because assumptions of what I'm doing or whatever it seems like. And then I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I come out and I try to be like, this is me, let me socialize, da 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 da, blah 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 blah, online, what the fuck ever. And it's just fucking hate. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the universe. Maybe the devil hates me. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking get it. I'm just tired of the shit. It's like, it's hard to try to, and that's the damn thing too. Let me go ahead and address this. There's a lot of people out there that's like, oh, the world, is the Matrix and shit like that get on YouTube and talk about that and everything. We're living in the Matrix, and I've done kind of talked about how I feel about that and everything, and like, to a degree, you know, to a degree, even if it's not like the Matrix, like these people make it out to be, we are kind of in that, because the only thing that's really real is your fucking soul. But that's different level type stuff. That's afterlife. That's heaven and hell and everything. And so this is all just like mush in between, kinda. And it's just like, what the fuck ever, kinda. And I know I'm like, I don't know. I'm just in a weird state of mind, and it sounds like a bunch of, I don't know, motorcycles are going by or some type of shit. But I don't fucking know. I don't know why the hell I'm alive. I don't know why the hell I put up with the shit. I don't know why the hell I don't put, like, you'd figure if you see something that comes across as being offensive towards you, and it's somebody that's on your Facebook, you would automatically unfriend them, right? You'd just be like, I'm done, bitch, fuck you, And that'd be the end of it, and that'd be all she wrote. But that's never the end of it. And I used to try to be like that a long ass time ago. Like, I've had Facebook for quite a few years. Like, I don't know. And I tried to be like that. And then it would make people be like really mad and vengeful and shit and go out of their way. And then you got grown women that are talking about how they love to be vengeful and shit. And I'm just like, how have you not matured past that? Like, I mean, I guess. Son of a bitch, I hate Facebook. Why is it notifying me when other people are doing shit? Like, I mean, and it's not even, like, I don't even know. They've changed so much about the way that they do things. It's ridiculous. I'm fixing, I don't even know. But it's like you can be like, okay, you know what? I'm completely alone. I have to do everything completely alone. Okay, alone then. But you can't even get out the fucking door to your house without realizing how not alone you are. Like you're not. Like you're not alone. There's always someone gonna interfere, whether it's good or bad interference. Lord up in heaven only knows. Like this life is just so difficult. I swear to God, like this is why even in the TED Talk where they talk about it, suicide seems like a logical fucking option. If you look at life logically, just with your mind, just with your brain, it really does. It's just like, that makes sense. Like, you believe in God, right? Okay, and most people say that they do or whatever, or they believe in some higher power. Okay, this higher power has the ability to forgive you for any and all sins, right? If you're born and you find out what suicide is by the time you're, let's say, 10, and you've done no crime, you've listened to your mom and dad, done what they told you to, respected and honored them, please and thank you, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, you've never killed anything except for like maybe a friggin' fly or ants or something, like, you've never bared false witness against anybody. You've never broken any of the 10 Commandments. And it's just like, wait, God will forgive me for anything? Wait, I'm having a really miserable fucking life. Wait, I'm not really happy. God will forgive me for anything if I really ask for forgiveness. If I really genuinely am asking for forgiveness. Because I really feel bad for doing it. But at the same time, life just sucks. Life's hard. I'm not happy. I'm miserable. And it seems logical to just fucking off yourself and just ask God to forgive you right before you fucking do it. I don't know what this world's coming to. And then that's one thing that somebody shared. They shared this picture of these boys or whatever. They took a picture or a video or something. And they cut a dog's ears off. Completely off. Just so they could be, seen and viewed and liked or whatever. And it unnerved me so bad. It don't shock me. It just makes me want to vomit and kill them at the same time. Like, and make them fucking, like, die from choking on my fucking vomit. Like, it pisses me off really fucking bad. And then here I am, I have a dog missing, and I know how cruel people can be. And hell, my own dad admitted to fucking lighting a cat on fire when he was a kid. And then I've seen a cat that had quite a bit of its tail burnt up when I was a little girl. And we doctored its tail for the longest, and it took forever for it to heal. And then it like always had like a raw tip at the end of it. Like it just wouldn't fucking heal. It was just oozing all the time. And you could tell it was a fire. We just didn't know who. Like, I don't even know. Like, we were just walking down by the lake. It was pitiful. That's like my sister, one of her cats, because that was just a stray that we just took care of for long enough to get its tail healed up. And it, like, ran away, like, after 2 weeks, I guess, or I suppose, or whatever, because we just doctored it for a little bit. But my sister had a cat that she found, and it got its back leg burnt and its foot on the exhaust pipe, I believe. of somebody's vehicle. I don't know if it was her boyfriend's or whose or what, or if it just looked like she had a burn or whatever. But they took her to the vet and they said it was burned. And I remember me and my sister, we had the cast top, the sticky whatever top wrap gauze, and it was pink. And we had the doctor. We'd have to hold her down and undo it and take the gauze off and the wrap and let it air out for a little bit and then doctor it back up, put the more ointment on it, and this and that, and wrap it back up. We had to do that, and cut it off, and wrap it. Like, it took forever for her leg to heal, bless it. Her name was Macy. And she was an orange tabby, but she was like she was almost like one of the dwarf cats because she was short. She was like really short in comparison to any other cat we've ever had. She was so sweet, such a baby. We actually dressed her up as a baby one time. God, that was back in 2006. Because we put my kids' clothes on her. And we put a diaper on her too. Cut a hole in it, slid it up her tail, put it on her. But I don't know what's wrong with people. And it's like I was talking to my friend Jen the other night. She started talking about scary movies and asked me if I like them and stuff. And I was like, no, not really, because I kind of don't. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with scary movies. Like, I own a few scary movies, I guess you'd say, but not really. Like not really. I don't even know the scariest movie to say that I would even have in my possession right now, because that's how few scary movies I have. I have nothing against watching them. Like, I'll watch them. I'll watch scary movies with who the hell ever. If somebody, like, as long as I'm not with my kid, and they're like, hey, you want to watch it? Like, I'll watch it. I don't give a shit, But I just don't like it. It's like, and I hate scenes that are just, ugh. But I can watch them, like, and that's like I seen this YouTube video, what was it, a few months ago, and it was like something and other animals or whatever, and I clicked on it, and the very first thing, if I remember correctly, I think it was the very first thing, because it went really quick, like they set it to music, but it was a cat that was like up in a hotel, and it was like on the banister or what the fuck ever, and it's like they, the way the hotel was set up, like you could see the lobby, like it was like, a balcony, I guess you'd say, and you could see the lobby, and the cat was way up, like on this fucking balcony, and they were trying to get it and like catch it and get it out of there, and because they're morons, they scared the shit out of it, and so it just took a flying leap. And you could literally hear the crack when its body hit the floor. And it was just so sickening to me. I was like, how the fuck? And I know that there are people that are out in the world that actually get a kick out of that and enjoy that. And that's like I was talking about my friend Jen. Like, she was talking to me about scary movies, and she said she's not really into them and stuff like that. And then she said that there's actually people out there that, like, their sexual, like, fetish and shit or whatever is like, oh, you can cut the tip of my pinky off, and, because I'm your partner and what the fuck ever. And I was just like, I did not need to hear that, like, that's just fucked, like, Jesus Christ, And then she told me that there's a video that went viral on the internet or whatever, that it's these two guys beating this damn guy, this other guy, to death with a hammer. And I was just like, oh shit, you know. It's just, and it's just stuff like that. And like people do that. And like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. And I don't get why the hell people like me, like, have to live in the same type of environment, I guess you'd say, as people like that. Because if the Amish can have a community, I guess is the best way to put it. If they can have a community and it's like, this is Amish land, this is Amish property, this is where we live, this is how we live our life, this is how we do. And even though they do, you know, travel outside of their land, their property, their, you know, and I get that they got some neighbors and stuff like that. But it's like they got their own little nook, or what the fuck ever, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's like, no, lucky little fucking me, I gotta live here and don't know who the hell, you know, like, I mean, you never know. Like, you just never know. And it's just sickening that, you know, some people get off on hurting and harming and causing pain to others. Like, I mean, I get it. I honestly get, like, the brain and the way that your brain, you know, can do that and make you think that, you know, like, you like to make others bleed or die, or, you know, and stuff. Like, I get how the brain, you know, how it stimulates, you know, the senses and the adrenaline rush and the hormones or whatever and all this and everything. But I do not get how morally you don't catch that and be like, it's wrong, and stop yourself from that. Because it's like we all kind of have the possibility to become a damn psychopath or what the fuck ever, like, or a sociopath or what the fuck, I don't even know, a murderer. We all have the ability to be mean. We all have the ability to be nice. Why wouldn't you want to choose being nice in that situation versus being mean? You know, and why wouldn't you want to choose, you know, I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't fucking, I don't fucking get it, man. I'm just so fucking tired of shit. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm just so done. I really don't get it. I don't get what the fuck's wrong with people like that. That's like, nah, I said, what is it? My weirdest, like, I'm like, holy shit scene in a movie that I was like, that's really far-fetched, was, when, oh hell, what's his name? Anyways, he's been in movie, like, I forget his fucking name, but it's a Hannibal Lecter movie. I'm not sure which one. I can't remember because I don't. Was it? Let's see. Silence of the Lambs was the first one, I think. And anyways, it's the one. I don't know if it's. I don't know because I've rarely watched them, but I know I've seen the scene 3 damn times whenever I watch the movie, and it's where he has dude's head cut off, and he feeds him part of his own fucking brain, you know, and he takes and sets it down, and the guy just eats it, and then the blood starts dripping, you know, and he'd had a hat on him to hide it, you know, and like hide that his skull had been cut open and everything, and I was just like, son of a bitch, you know, and I was like, why, you know, and then you got people that they are like mad scientists, I guess is the best way to word it. And they're like, there has to be an explanation to everything. And I don't care who I have to rip apart, steal their organs, or whatever to find out the truth. I'm going to find it. And there is lots and lots of medical knowledge that has not come from the most morally right, methods of finding the fucking knowledge. And I'm just like, how could you, like, like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's just enough to make me shake my fucking head and be like, I'm so done and over with life and over with people and human beings. Can I die and be whatever the hell I'm gonna be in the afterlife already? Can I just go the fuck on? And I hate to be like that because I really, really don't want to be like that, because I really do want to live, a decent life. I want to raise my child. I want my child back home. I want to find a different home where my landlord don't seem to have some type of jealousy issue with me being happy, to where she's got to put me down so that way she can feel happy about her miserable little life. And unfortunately, that's like the building bricks of America's foundation, Step on other people, treat them like shit. Oh, they're happy. We can't have that. Let's make them miserable so that way we can laugh about it. And then you don't even have the fucking nerve or goddamn guts to sit there and call yourself sadistic when you're acting sadistic. When you're acting mean, when you're acting vengeful, when you're acting hateful. Like, fucking hell, I do not get that. Like, I really don't. Like, I am so tired of being so honest, and I can't find, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Like, that's like my husband, when we was together, he said something to me one time. He's like, you did that shit on purpose, didn't you? And I was like, you damn straight. And he's like, okay, I see how it is. And so he did. He went and he got fucking revenge on me. He sought after to get revenge on me, and he did. He abandoned our ass. One of the last days that we was together, now I can't guarantee it might have been the 5th, but I think it was the day that we got the motel room before we moved out of the apartment or whatever. It was April Fool's Day, okay? So you can't tell me he didn't time that shit just to be like, April Fool's, I'm leaving your ass, But, and it's like, that's the type of person he was. Like, he's evil like that. Like, he'll do shit like that, and then he'll, like, you piss him off one time, and he gonna go out of his way to make sure he does some evil, mean, petty shit to you, and then sit there with his arms crossed and be like, I didn't do shit to you, And the thing is like, that's like the bigger scale of shit, because he was cheating on me, and so I had a dude come over and spend the night, slept on the couch, and then, like, he want to get all mad about it and never let it go. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Still holds on to it to this day. Like, dude, like, that was years ago. Like, can we just get divorced now? You think you're wonderful and amazing and great, and that's fine, and I think I'm wonderful, amazing, and great too, I guess you'd say. Like, I try to believe that about myself. Sorry that I'm not super confident, super cocky, and super boastful, but I'm gonna be good enough for somebody. You go be good enough for somebody. But guess what? That somebody ain't me. We done. We done here. And, so anyways, like, I don't even know. It was just something simple. It was something so fucking simple. Like, he did something and it pissed me off. And I said, all right. I said, I see how it is, And he's like, what? And I was like, nothing. I see how it is, And I thought it was going to be like a good, like goofing off, like, teasing type thing or whatever. And like, so I did something back to him, and he's like, you did that shit on purpose, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. And then we kind of kept on with little stuff there for a little bit, and then, like, next thing I know, he was like fucking crying, and I was like, oh shit, And it wasn't even like nothing dealing with other people. It was just like petty shit around the house. Like, just, I don't even know. I can't even really remember. It was just petty shit. Like, almost like something you do with your sibling, like sibling rivalry. Like when my sister used to pull the damn heads off my fucking Barbie dolls and shit. Like, it was stuff like that. Like, I think one thing that I did is like, he's like, hey, will you go get me this to drink? And I think we had 2 drinks in the house. And he didn't like, I think I had orange, like an orange drink, like Orange Crush and like root beer or something. And he's like, go give me a root beer. And I went in there and there was like just a little bit left. And I was like, turned the 2 liter up, finished it up. And I was like, there ain't no root beer. So gone. He's like, you little shit, you know. And I was like, here you go. Here's just some Orange Crush. And then or I was like, all we have is Orange Crush now. And he's like, okay. And he's like, is it still hot? Because, like, I think I just put it in the fridge. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah, like, I didn't even answer. Like, I was kind of being mean. I was like, I don't know. And I just poured some in the fucking cup and took it to him. And he's like, thanks, I guess, you know, or something. And I was just like, you know, here you go. And he like took a swig of it and he's like, it tastes nasty because it's hot. And he's like, I was going to ask you for some ice. And I think we didn't have any made at the time. And I think I went and got the ice tray and filled it with water and brought it around to him. And I was like, here you go. That's the best I can do for now. But just shit like that. But like, it kept on leading up for a few days. And then like something happened. And like, I don't even know what I did. It's something that I said, and like he got mad, like, and I asked him if he got mad, and he's like, no. And then he admitted later on that he did. And then he like, when he cried about a bigger issue, like months down the line, he brought up that little thing, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You know? And I was like, oh my God. Like, I thought I was the woman in the relationship, you know? And that's one thing about me, like, whenever I was with him, and, like, that's one thing about him is, like, he was, whether it was fake or not, like, at least he cried sometimes. I mean, my kid's dad, like, he cried one time whenever he told me about a family member that died and stuff. And, like, and he almost cried, like, on the phone, like, when we broke up, and, like, before he kind of tried to OD because I broke up with him and shit or whatever. But like, I don't mind men crying. Like, I don't. But it's like, what are you crying about? You know, because if it's something like, I'm not trying to always one up you in a relationship and shit, but if it's something that I've been taught to just let it go, you know, and I have, and I've let it go 100 times, and then I do it to you or whatever, or a situation like that happens to you, and then you sit and cry about it or bitch about it or however you want to word it, and then I'm like, okay, you know, I won't do it no more, but here, let me tell you that you've done this to me, and I've just not let on, you know, and I've let it, and usually that's when it's like an argument, like, and it's just like, no, you're just making that up, or you're just saying that, or, well, I didn't mean it like that. Like, that's supposed to be good enough from a guy's perspective. Well, I didn't mean it like that, but I can say that to the guy, and they're like, no, you didn't, you know, or yeah, you did, or what the fuck, you know, like, yeah, you did do mean it like that, or no, you didn't mean it like that, you mean it like this, you know, and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I just can't. Like, I don't, I just want to try to make things work with EJ. I really do. Like, I really feel drawn to her and everything. Like, and even if things, like I said, don't work out romantically and stuff, it's like I just really want to talk to her. And it's like it's really bumming me out and everything. And I'm trying not to let it. And I feel like a bunch of people are like, oh, you're so full of shit for doing that, for waiting or whatever. And it's like, I'm not even waiting. Like, do you get that I've been single for 5 years before I even knew her? Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm waiting just on EJ. I'm waiting for someone to connect with. And I connected with her. And so, therefore, I'm connected with her. And until someone else comes along that I may feel connected with, then whatever. Like, it's no big deal. Like, it's just like, whatever. And I don't know. I just hate people that. And then, like, people like, oh my God, my fucking nose. Like, itching right there on the edge. But, people just can't be happy for other people, and I don't know why. And it's like I'm not even really asking anybody to, but I'm asking people to not be mean, is what I'm asking. Anytime I do anything, anytime I say anything, anytime whatever, I'm asking people. That's what you do when you put yourself out there, when you be yourself. You're saying, hey, you may not like me, you might not accept me, but just don't make fun of me. It's like a golden rule or what the fuck ever, do unto others as you want others to do unto you, And it's like fucking Thumper, and Bambi, My daddy always told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. And even though I say some not so nice shit sometimes, I try my damnedest to not sit here and call out names and be like, I know this and I know that. And I know this, and I know that, and I think this, and like, and then other people, like, sit there and they get on these inside jokes, and some people literally fucking, like, is married to fucking inside jokes, like, fucking, like, I'm talking, if they had to pick between Jesus and an inside joke, they'd be like, oh, I picked that inside joke, because that shit's just funny, like, they'd go to hell for it. And I'm just like, damn. But then, like I was talking at the beginning or whatever about people that do sadistic things and all that and everything, like, I guess those little shitheads that want to be all inside jokes better than those fuckers that want to sit there and murder people and shit and everything. Like, can I just run away? Can I just run away? I know that technically I can, but I want to run away with my child. Is there somebody out there that is rich that is like, you know what? This girl right here, this woman, all she wants is a roof over her head. She wants to be able to watch, hell, I'd be satisfied with 30 channels TV, okay? 30 channels TV. I ain't even gotta have internet. I don't even have to have this type of phone. Just give me a regular old-timey fucking phone that all it does is call people, okay? I don't even want to receive text messages. I don't want it to have a fucking camera on it. I have a fucking camera, okay? I want a computer so I can load my pictures onto my computer. My computer does not have to have internet. Like, does not have to have it at all. Put me on a little island in a little house with my 3 dogs and my 2 cats and my baby girl, and find people that are like-minded like me, and let us have, like, let's say 4 other houses there with people that are like-minded that, have children. At least, one of them has 1 child that's like, or 2 children. I need a boy and a girl that's around my daughter's age within a year or 2. And then the other kids can be whatever age. They can be little, whatever, or, it can be a new couple starting out and they want a family like that or what the fuck ever. Put us on a goddamn island. Don't even give us any stores. Don't give us nothing. Make it a little island, but, decent enough, like, space, you know. And but fucking like provide groceries to us. Like that way we ain't gotta like hunt and all that and everything. Or at least give us the seeds to get gardens started. As a matter of fact, hell, you ain't even gotta bring shit like that. Like we would just need, regular supplies, like I don't know, like, or better yet, we could have a fucking farm or some shit and slaughter our own damn. Like, but fuck far. Like, I can't. I can't live this life. I just hate it so much. Like, I don't know what else to say. I just hate it so much. Like, I'm so fucking country. What the fuck was that? It sounded like it was right outside. But it's like, I literally am. I'm just so fucking country. Like, I just want a simple life. Or better yet, just give us a fucking Walmart, and that way you ain't even, and it'd be our little Walmart or what the fuck ever. Like, and then hell, it wouldn't even have to be like for 5 fucking families, and everybody homeschool their fucking kids, and homeschool them the old way. Pull out the damn encyclopedias, make them have to actually look that shit up. Like, what the fuck even happened to the internet, man? Like, in my lifetime, it's been insane. Like, I remember sitting and playing, the fucking, what was it? The, little arcade type games. And, like, my papa had the flying games because he was in the Air Force, so he was all about that shit. And, like, I remember being, like, 5 and 6 and 7 or whatever, and, like, sitting there, But, like, we never got into it at that point in time. Like, or, hell, I don't know how old I was. I was young, though. I remember sitting there and, like, not even caring to play the games that was on the computer, And then, like, then I got into computers because I had to, because school. And it was like, oh, well, this is actually a lot easier than looking the shit up in the encyclopedia. Damn, I wish we would have had one when I was younger. Sitting there writing a damn history report on any fucking state, And I had to do North Carolina one year, and then Maine another year, and then I did a report on a damn giraffe, or giraffes, and then one on koala bears, and what else was, and having to look everything up through encyclopedias and shit, because they didn't have a damn computer to look shit up and everything. And God, I miss Ask Jeeves. Like, I do. Like, I miss it. I miss it so much because it got, like, it gave such good answers there at first. Like, whenever you look stuff up, like, it was like one answer. It was like, here's the answer. And then we'd, me and my friends, like, whenever we got older, like, we'd type in random shit that didn't make any fucking sense just to see what the hell it would say, and we'd end up laughing and shit. But, internet, Lord God bless. Lord. And then I remember when we first found out what chat rooms were. We didn't do anything bad. Me and my friends didn't, like, we really didn't, but we'd get on there And we just typed random shit that didn't make any sense. Like, it made no sense at all. And people would be like, what? What are you saying? What are you asking? You know? And then this one guy, one time, we actually, like, because like, we had him so confused, like, because we just typed random shit. Like, it literally would make no sense. It would be like, butterfly toast, purple, cardinal, you know, just weird shit. Like, it literally made no fucking sense. And they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck is going on? But, we just type in weird shit, you know. We had this guy so confused that he's like, let me call you, you know, or whatever, voice chat, you know. And we was like, no, you know, and he was our age, you know. And, like, he legit seemed like he was and everything. Like, we didn't have to worry about people, like, most people didn't even give a shit to fucking lie back then about who they were or whatever. And, so he's like, let's chat. And, like, literally, we just, like, was up. She was spending the night, late at night. And we went to go chat with him. And he's like, so-and-so, I told you to get the hell out of here. And then you hear this little kid's voice be like, Mom, you know. And he was getting on to his little brother. And we, like, ended the conversation because we got mad at him because he was being mean as hell to his little brother. Like, mean as fuck. Like, cussing his little brother out and shit. And was just like, dude, we ain't even gonna talk to you, you know. But, and God, AOL, you've got mail, you know. I can still hear that shit, you know. And Lord, the way it would sound like fucking nails on a chalkboard or whatever, like the dial tone or whatever you want to call it, like, Jesus Christ. Loading, you know? And then that's the thing too, is like, I've even noticed the impatience in myself. Like, literally, like, you would go to log into fucking AOL and sometimes it would take fucking anywhere from 5 to 30 or 45 minutes, just depending on your connection, if it was good, you know, or if somebody was trying to call you and it was dial up, and so, you know, and shit like that and everything. And it was fucking insane. And now you click on something and you're like, damn it, load, you know, and then you get mad at it when it don't. And I've even noticed myself getting mad at my phone when I'm like, okay, come on, Facebook, it's been 5 minutes. Okay, come on, YouTube, it's been 5 minutes. What the fuck's the deal? You know, because you're just used to that instant, you know, like that instant reaction, you know, of just having it right then and there. And that, like, I'm lucky that I can kind of control that in myself and everything. And I don't know. Like, I just really don't know. Like, I like that about myself, I guess, that I'm not, like, really super impatient about it. Because I see some people and I'm just like, holy shit, you know. And I do wish that like, I honestly miss my generation, like the time. And trick-or-treating even, like, because we always went to my papa's and we'd always walk around the neighborhood down there. And, like, I just, things have changed, man. God, have they. And I remember watching my dad a lot with the TV remote throughout the years. Like, he'd be trying to hurry and, like, scroll through channels and shit. And, oh, that's another thing, too. Like, TV Guide, you know, the TV Guide. I forget what channel it originally was, but everybody knew what channel TV Guide was. Everybody knew what the Disney Channel was. Everybody knew what this is. And even though people probably do now, and all that and everything, there's so many, and then there's the HD version and the regular, or what the fuck, like, it's just, like, holy fucking shit, man. Can we just slow the fuck down? Like, I would understand if we had, like, some type of hovercraft out, like, in the normal, like that's the type of vehicles people have now, for as far as the rate has gone, for as far as technology and stuff. Like, if a hovercraft was the norm, then it would kind of make a little bit more sense. But here we are, we still got people, and even like me, I mean, fuck, I'm sitting here with a damn VHS tape player and VHS tapes, and some of these kids don't even know what the fuck it is, and I'm just like, oh, honey, baby doll, let me tell you. Like, literally, some of these little kids come over and they're like, what's that? But then some of them do know what it is, It's just, it's a mashup of future and old, and it's just, like, insane. Like, it really is. It's just insane. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh god, and hit clips. Oh my god, I remember when they come out. I was like, oh my god, I like these, because it's these little chips you could stick in this little player, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be the future, and everything, you know. And I remember, God, the record stores. Like, granted, they weren't record stores by the time I came along. They were CDs, But Jesus Christ, like, I literally cried, I believe, whenever they shut the one down in the mall where I live. Like, I was like, no, don't take it away. Like, bring it back. I remember, God, like, middle school and high school, and going in there, and they'd have the things on the wall where you could listen to it before you purchased, the CD. Like, you could listen to certain songs, and it was a touch screen there at the last, if I remember correctly, and you could scroll through. I think it was a touch screen, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it still had buttons to the side, but you could scroll through and, like, pick, an album and play, bits and pieces of the songs. That way you could kind of test run the CD to see if you wanted to buy it. God. And payphones. You never had to worry about being able to get a hold of somebody when you needed to, because payphones were everywhere. The only thing is that you had to remember phone numbers. But even that, back then, like, literally, like, I was like a walking fucking phone book for most people. Like, I remember people calling me in 7th and 8th grade even, and being like, hey, what's so-and-so's phone number? And I'm like, oh, it's this. Oh, it's that, And I remember going out to the mall and, being like, oh yeah, you got to call so-and-so here. Here's a quarter or whatever, call them, and, like, now, I mean, there was a few times that I'd forget my own number, because you don't call your own number typically, and I'd be like, oh shit, I gotta call my parents to come pick me up. Fuck, what's the number? Fuck, I can't remember, Like, God, times have changed. Lord, have they. And I don't like it. I ain't even gonna lie. I do not like it. I try to like it, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I feel so old. Not because I am so old, but because the amount of the growth of technology, you know, and everything and stuff in my lifetime, I'm just like, shit. I ain't got nothing better to do though, so I got on here. That's shit. And like I've said before, you know, like it's something to look back on. And even that, what was it? George Carlin in one of his stand up performances or whatever, he said, you know, like, here's all these people walking around, gotta take a picture, camcorder, you know, gotta take video. And he's like, what happened to people just remembering stuff? Just remembering it. And in all honesty, I agree with that. And that's even like me taking a video every fucking day. Do I really gotta take one every fucking day? Do I really gotta remember everything that goes through my head and everything that I think about and everything this and that? But like I said, I mean, hell, it might help somebody. And I guess I don't know my full intent, like life purpose, like, or some shit. And so I'm just like kind of just floating right now through what the fuck ever. And I'm just like, oh God, Jesus Christ. To go back and be a kid, Lord, would I? That's the tricky question. Was the good worth the bad? Sometimes I really don't know. It really seems like a toss up. Because balance. Because I mean, I had some shitty times, especially when I was real little. Now, whenever I got older, because they'd let me get out of the house, like they wouldn't let me get out of the house, like I couldn't go anywhere with anybody, but like they would always be willing to drop me off at the mall. I don't know why. The mall, like you figure like that would not be the best place to drop off like a damn 10, 11-year-old, you know. But then again, like that would have been what, 2000? Let's see. Yeah, well, 98, 99, 2000, somewhere around in there. Ah, that might be why. They was like, oh, the end of the world's coming in the year 2000. Fuck it, let her have some fun. That might have been what it was. Y2K. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y2K, the end of the world. Everybody go stock up on canned foods. Oh, God, that movie with Brandon Fraser in it, you know, where they live up underground. Lord. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I miss it, though. Even going up there and walking around and not having nothing to do. But just socialize. Just walking around and actually having conversations with people and everything. And that's the reason, even dealing with EJ, I'm like, damn it. I've seen you before or something. And then even at that, I'm like, holy shit, was it just within these past couple years? Does my dad know your dad? Like, and I'm just like, would you just fucking tell me if you were sent into my life because of my dad? Or if not, then maybe it was somebody that looked like you and I don't know why the fucking, like, why? Just why would you do, like, why? Nothing makes, like, Jesus Christ. But I'm gonna end this video here because, yeah, it's coming up on an hour and I hate even making it on an hour, but Jesus Christ, can I fucking talk and bitch? And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm bitching because I have nobody else to bitch to about the shit that I'm going through, and I have nobody to even spend time with. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I can't even watch a movie with my kid anymore. Not even once a week. And then I could try to spend time with the dogs, but they want to eat the fucking shit they're not supposed to. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So if you ever see this, or anybody ever sees this, you can comment, share, like, or subscribe, and I'll catch you later.